Strange tales exist of giant ape-like creatures that appear half-human, sometimes bearing 6 fingers and double rows of teeth. They possess extraordinary strength and leave massive footprints scattered around the globe. An adult male might stand 10 feet tall, weigh over 1,000 pounds, and demonstrate abilities shrouded in mystery. Ancient myths even describe these human-like monsters as capable of traveling between dimensions, appearing and disappearing at will. On every continent, there are legends of Bigfoot, and evidence that may support these stories. Could it be possible that Bigfoot is somehow connected to extraterrestrial beings? Millions of people worldwide believe we were visited in the distant past by extraterrestrials. If that's true, did ancient aliens help shape our history? And if so, might there be a hidden link to the Bigfoot legend? Mount Everest, November 9th, 1951. At an elevation of 18,000 feet, British explorers Eric Shipton and Michael Ward found a trail of unusual footprints stretching for over a mile on the Menlong Glacier. Given the remote, inhospitable environment, they were shocked to discover that the prints resembled enormous human-like feet, nearly twice the normal size. These findings sparked global curiosity and marked the beginning of the modern Bigfoot phenomenon. Could these gigantic footprints be hoaxes, or do they point to an unknown species lurking in remote regions? Himalayan folklore describes the Yeti, the abominable snowman, an ape-like creature known for its aggressiveness and elusive nature. Other sightings around the world, including the Pacific Northwest of the United States, suggest that similar beasts might inhabit dense forests and mountain ranges, leaving behind foul odors and terrifying cries. Some Native American tribes regard these creatures as more than just elusive animals. They are ghost-like beings, impossible to capture, but always there, an integral part of their oldest legends. While mainstream scientists remain skeptical, the number of eyewitness reports and alleged photographic evidence of these ape-like giants continues to rise. Witnesses consistently describe large, hairy beings with a strong, unpleasant odor, often making eerie, whistling noises. Typically, the creature and the observer retreat from each other without confrontation. If Bigfoot truly exists, how has it remained so elusive? Ancient myths worldwide speak of giants and wild men at the fringes of human civilization. Hairy beings with special powers who lived apart from humankind. In the Book of Enoch, for instance, a category of beings called the Watchers came down from the heavens to earth. Their offspring were giants, considered less worthy than humans. Might these ancient stories be describing something akin to Bigfoot? In the Old Testament, divine beings mate with human women, producing a race of giants. Could this be an ancient interpretation of extraterrestrial visitors mingling their genes with early humans, creating hybrid beings? Could the Himalayan Yeti and the North American Sasquatch be distant echoes of these early hybrids? Sumerian tablets dating to 18,000 BC tell the story of King Gilgamesh and his companion Enkidu, a hairy wild man who lived outside human society. Some ancient astronaut theorists suggest that Enkidu's description, a giant, hairy humanoid creature, might indicate extraterrestrial genetic manipulation, producing beings like Bigfoot to serve as workers or slaves. Is it possible that Goliath, the giant from the Old Testament, was another early depiction of this hybrid giant? Part alien, part human, cultures separated by oceans share legends of giant, hairy wild men, from South America and North America to Europe, Russia, China, Tibet, and Australia. Viking explorer Leif Erikson described encountering large, ugly, hairy creatures with dark eyes in the New World. Medieval stories, too, reference wild, magical forest beings. Merlin himself, in some Welsh tales, was depicted as a wild, hairy man connected to the spirit world. If all these similar accounts across time and continents describe the same type of creature, could Bigfoot be more than myth? Some researchers even note a correlation between Bigfoot sightings and UFO activity, suggesting that these creatures might be extraterrestrial in origin. There are reports of Bigfoot emerging from flying saucers, leading some to wonder if Bigfoot is, in fact, an alien species. Reports from various parts of the world suggest these creatures might live underground. Vast cave systems, like the Oregon Caves, could provide shelter. Many explorers have reported strange screams or glimpses of large, shadowy figures in these subterranean realms. As most cave systems remain unexplored, who can say what might be hiding beneath the Earth's surface? Ancient Greek myths mention troglodytes, hairy, beastly underground dwellers who sometimes possessed great wisdom and taught humanity. Legends claim these beings descended from the sky, then took refuge underground. Could extraterrestrials have built networks of tunnels or caves to hide these creatures? Might these wild, hairy beings still roam these hidden realms? Fossil evidence such as Gigantopithecus, a giant ape that lived alongside early human species, proves enormous primates once inhabited Earth. Could Bigfoot be a descendant of this ancient creature? And how do humans fit into this evolutionary puzzle? Unlike other primates, humans are relatively hairless and possess vastly more advanced brains. Ancient astronaut theorists argue that humanity itself might be the true alien hybrid species, genetically engineered by extraterrestrials. By that logic, Bigfoot might represent a branch of ancient hominids left relatively unchanged. In Sumerian myths, the alien Anunnaki were said to have created worker beings to mine gold for them. Primitive, hairy creatures that may have been the ancestors of what we now call Bigfoot. If so, these beings could be an ancient remnant, still alive today, surviving secretly in remote areas or underground networks established millennia ago. Perhaps they remain hidden either by design or survival instinct, wary of the more dangerous hybrid species, us, human beings, now dominating the planet. As humans continue to expand into remote regions, we risk exposing these creatures and their secrets. Could their elusiveness be a sign of intelligence, an understanding that our species might pose a threat to their survival? If they are connected to ancient aliens who genetically engineered them, might Bigfoot's continued existence serve some larger, long-term extraterrestrial purpose? Modern science has already experimented with crossbreeding different species. Is it so far-fetched to think that advanced visitors from beyond Earth once did the same on our planet? Carvings and statues worldwide depict hybrid beings, half animal, half human, and ancient texts describe gods who manipulated life to suit their needs. If humans are the result of alien genetic tinkering, Bigfoot might be another genetic creation from the deep past, left here for reasons we still cannot fully understand. If Bigfoot and other giant creatures are indeed alien hybrids, they may have been early test subjects or workforces created by these visitors. Over time, their populations diminished, forced underground or into remote habitats, as humans spread across the planet. Their mysterious nature and dimensional or ghost-like abilities could hint at advanced genetic engineering, granting them subtle capacities that we cannot easily comprehend. Ultimately, the Bigfoot phenomenon remains one of our greatest mysteries. Is it possible that these giant elusive creatures are as old as human history? An ancient legacy of otherworldly tampering? If so, their continued survival challenges our understanding of evolution, technology, and our own place in the cosmos. Perhaps Bigfoot is afraid of us for good reason, and maybe, just maybe, we should be asking ourselves who the real aliens are.